Kawaii!
Hi everyone, welcome to my Kawaii family. Kawaii Mom here, and I am going to be doing the Doctor Who tag. I was tagged by GirlsGottaGeek to do the Doctor Who tag. They were tagged by Miss Robin and Penny and Mommy from the Mommy and Gracie show to do it, and I'm going to leave a link to the video where they did it down below so you can go watch what they did. And they tagged us because they know that I love Doctor Who too. So I didn't figure that anybody really wanted to just sit and look at, even though it's all really cool, I got awesome stuff back there, I didn't figure anybody just wanted to sit and look at my cool stuff while I answered questions. So I am going to be showing you how to make this super cute Tardis Terrarium. I'm not going to be giving a lot of instructions because I'm going to be answering these questions, but I figure you can follow along. I got almost everything that I'm using to make it from the Daiso 100 yen shop. I got my awesome little jar here from the 100 yen shop. I got some different moss. This is just, I think it's just fake moss. And some different little moss shapes and some river rocks. All from the 100 yen shop, and I'm going to be putting my little TARDIS in there. Now this TARDIS came right off of my keychain. You can see it has been really well loved, but I think that is going to kind of add to it. You could also sculpt or make a TARDIS or get a little one from somewhere. And I am going to be putting the angels in there. It's about time all these angels got put to some good use. I have just got so many. There's even more back there, but I'm going to be putting them in there too. So while I make my terrarium, I will be answering the questions, and I am going to warn you, let me move my camera down a little bit while I make this. I'm going to warn you that I'm going to be terrible at this tag. GirlsGottaGeek was so sweet to tag at me, but I'm going to be so bad at it because all of these questions are, what is your favorite this and what is your favorite that? And I don't have favorites of anything in Doctor Who, because I just love Doctor Who so much. Let me put my rocks in here because this will be kind of noisy, I think. I thought so. All right, I got my rocks in. I'm gonna do my moss. So question number 1 is, who is your favorite Doctor? See, right off the bat, oh, I can't answer this question because I just don't have a favorite Doctor. I absolutely love my first Doctor, who was Chris Eccleston. I mean, I loved Chris Eccleston. I know a lot of people didn't like 9 for whatever reason. They didn't like him, but I thought he was brilliant. I thought he was amazing as a Doctor. And so I loved him, but I also loved 11 because he's so goofy. And even though so many people quit watching for reasons I can't understand when 11 turned into 12, I love 12. I think he's fantastic. They have given 12 the very best lines ever of any Doctor. He has just been one of the funniest Doctors so far. And I think he's been fantastic. But if I have to pick a favorite, and it's just really by degrees, absolutely number 10. I will always have a soft spot for David Tennant. He's awesome! So, you know, I love, oh, that's not even gonna fit in there, is it? That doesn't work. I love number 10, so he would probably be, by a margin, my favorite Doctor. So I'm gonna get that nice and mossed up in there. So number 2, what is your favorite Doctor Who story? Again, oh my gosh, how can I pick a favorite story? Do you know how much Doctor Who there is out there? Good gracious, there is so much Doctor Who out there. Picking a favorite story is incredibly difficult. My favorite Doctor Who story, that is just one I'm not going to be able to answer. So, like, the Impossible Planet / the Satan Pit, those two were awesome because that is where we really first see him kind of declaring his love, or lack of declaring his love, for Rose. So we really do start to see kind of how he feels about her, and well, that's where we first get introduced to the Ood. Ooh, I love the Ood. It was in the Impossible Planet. But also the Runaway Bride, because that is where we see Donna for the first time. And oh my god, I love Donna so much. So much. I love her. Catherine Tate is amazing. Blink, I think Blink has got to be one of everyone's favorites, doesn't it? That episode where we very first see the Weeping Angels is amazing. I mean, it's barely got any of the Doctor in it, does it? But it's got Sally Sparrow and the Weeping Angels, and the angels have the phone box, and I guess that goes along with what I'm doing. That is a great episode. I also love the episode The Silence in the Library because when you first watch it, you don't even realize, but if you've watched all of Doctor Who and you know the story of River and the Doctor, that episode is just heartbreaking, isn't it? I mean, that's not just me, right? That is a heartbreaking episode of Doctor Who. So I did love Silence in the Library, but I think everyone's favorite is Vincent and the Doctor. I mean, that, to me, that episode could have been like a little mini-sode in itself, just like Blink could have been a little mini episode by itself. Vincent and the Doctor was just a beautiful story. But one of my all-time favorites was The Impossible Astronaut, because that started the whole The Silence Will Fall arc, and that is just an amazing, amazing story. I gotta move some stuff around here. Try and get this moss ball to go down further. The Silence Will Fall is probably my favorite arc, and so The Impossible Astronaut started that. And there are some episodes in Doctor Who that have just been kind of jaw-dropping to me, like I literally had my jaw drop at the episode. And that's definitely one of them, The Impossible Astronaut. That was crazy! The Day of the Doctor, that came after The Night of the Doctor. The little mini-sode, and then The Day of the Doctor, that was the one where they introduced John Hurt as the War Doctor, and they had all of the different doctors come in, and 10 came back, yay, with 11, and it was just so awesome to see all the doctors, and I loved that episode. That was just so epic to me. I loved that. Was awesome. Oh my goodness, it's already looking so good. So The Day of the Doctor was awesome. Dark Water, which was one of the recent episodes with 12. It wasn't one of my favorite episodes, but they finally revealed who Missy was, and oh, that was so awesome. I did another jaw-dropping moment for me. Was that just me when we found out who Missy was? All right, number 3. Who is your favorite companion? This is one of the few questions I can answer. Hands down, Donna. Donna is my favorite companion. I mean, I'm serious. I absolutely love Catherine Tate. I love Donna so much. She is awesome. And so that one's easy. Now, I don't want any companion hate on my page because I love all the companions as well. I actually really loved Rose. I got into that story just like everybody else did. And so I was just as heartbroken about Rose, but I really loved Martha. If you got Martha hate, do not leave it on my page. I thought she was awesome. I thought she was kind of refreshing after Rose. She was really smart and educated and self-sufficient, and she was awesome. I liked her a lot. I really thought Freeman did great, but then of course came Donna, and she's then my favorite. Here, I'm gonna put this on. Let's put the lid on. Donna was my favorite, but I loved Amy and Rory. They were so much fun. I liked Wilfred, you know, Donna's grandpa. He was awesome too. And then I love Clara. So all of the new companions are fantastic, and I love them. Now, if you're getting into the old classic Doctor Who, and you want to get into that, now there are some seriously annoying companions in classic Doctor Who. But as for the new, now I'm going to move some things around that I don't like so much. Now, as for the newer version of Doctor Who, I actually really love all the companions. They all are different and have their own strengths and weaknesses, so I think they're all super cool. What was the very first Doctor Who story you watched? Well, that one at least is easy. The first Doctor Who story I watched was Rose, which was with the first episode with the 9th Doctor. Now, I did used to watch classic Doctor Who. It used to come on PBS when I was a kid, so I don't know what was the very first one. And I'm not sure, but the first one I watched recently was Rose. What is your number 5? What's your favorite series or era? Oh, geez, again, this is difficult. Definitely maybe series 2 with 10. That was all the different crazy stuff he went through with Rose. Or maybe series 6 with 11, because that's with the Silence Will Fall arc and all the river craziness, and that just blew my mind. I thought that was crazy. Whoop. Okay, so what is your favorite pre or post regeneration story? I really don't know. These questions are so hard for somebody who doesn't have favorites. So I guess if I have to say, maybe I'll have to go with The End of Time, which is when 10 changed to 11, just because it was so heartbreaking. 9 kind of went out with a bang. He kind of did his own thing. But from 10 to 11, I don't want to go, and all that happened with the 4 knocks and Wilfred and all that was just so heartbreaking. I thought it was so incredibly sad, and it was just kind of unforgettable. And so I think maybe that one, but I do feel like when we finally got to see the regeneration from 8 to the War Doctor, that was just so epic, and it was what some of us had been waiting on for like 16 years to see what had happened to Paul McGann. To see him finally regenerate was just amazing. So I like that too. Oh, look at the TARDIS up there, isn't it cool? And the angels are gonna get the phone box. All right, I have a couple more questions on the list here. Number 7, what is your favorite TARDIS desktop theme? Mine was from series 1 with the 9th and 10th Doctor. I loved kind of the organic feel to all that. That was super fun. Oh, you know what? I have, I actually, while I answer these last questions, I have a blind box I could open. That's something I can do. I have one last one of these. It's my last one. I don't know who I'm gonna get. So my favorite TARDIS control room is really what that question means, I guess, was 9 and 10. What? I got a gold Dalek! Yay! Oh, it matches my awesome Funko Pop gold Dalek. Best Funko Pop ever. So let me put him together while I answer the last question. Number 8. Who is your favorite villain or monster? Oh God, there's been so many awesome monsters in Doctor Who. There's so many. Well, Otaku Dad's favorite is the Sontarans because he loves Strax. He loves Strax, and the Sontarans are definitely some of the funny. Oh, look, his eye stalk is up in the bottom. Strax is definitely hilarious, and the Sontarans have some of the best lines in Doctor Who ever. But my favorites, the Master is one of my favorites for sure. Just, I loved the Master. He's always just getting us and the Doctor in so much trouble. But I love the Angels too, because the stories that they did with the Angels, what they did with Sally Sparrow, and then with Amy and Rory, oh God, those are awesome and terrifying. But my favorite villain, monster, what have you, of all time is definitely the Silence. I really, really did. I know I have a theme here. You've heard me say it. That is just one of my favorite arcs in the new series, is the Silence will fall, and all that they did with Amy and Rory and River. And I love River. Again, no River hate on my page. If you have River or anybody hate, please don't leave it on my video, because I love River and all that. So look at my gold Dalek. It's like daddy and baby Dalek. How cute are they? So I love the Silence. They're probably my very most favorite villain of all time from Doctor Who. So I did get through it. I hope you weren't bored too much just looking at all my stuff, and hopefully you liked watching me make the little terrarium. Now, in all fairness, this is not a living terrarium. You could do that. This is not one that's recycling air and water and all that. Just for looks with the, I think it turned out so cool. How cool is that? You got the little TARDIS up there. And I love the way actually that my keychain has it looking sort of beat up. And you got the angels down here coming to take the phone box. I love that. It looks so cool. I may not take that TARDIS back out to put on my keys. That is awesome. I think it looks great. So I hope that you enjoyed watching my Doctor Who tag, and I appreciate you watching, and thank you so much, Girls Gotta Geek, for tagging me in this. There's my little adipose back there. But I want to tag Surprise Egg and Toy Collector. They are some awesome friends of ours who also love Doctor Who, and so I think that Mr. and Mrs. SETC would be great to do this tag, and they have access to a lot of cool Doctor Who toys and stuff, so I think that they would do a great job at this. So I hope you liked it. Please subscribe to my Kawaii family for more Kawaii videos. Give us a big Doctor Who thumbs up if you like this video, and we will see you next time. Bye, everybody.